Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the corner and welcome to your latest Chelsea news segment. Ladies and gentlemen, have a look at this. Cole Palmer wins the Young Player of the Season award. Undoubtedly, he's been absolutely majestic. He's actually got some fantastic stats. We're going to go through that. I just want to say, look, what a sensational business. I think we got him for somewhere around 40 million odd, 42 million, something like that. I knew he was a good player. I just didn't think that he would turn out to be like this on his first season. You could see the bits and pieces when he was playing for Manchester City that there was a quality player there. I'm just glad we got one up on Manchester City. They've obviously got KDB over there, a particular player that I wish had stayed at Chelsea a long time ago, but became a superstar at Manchester City. And now hopefully we've got one from them and we can balance up the situation. Long way to go, of course. KDB has been a superstar for so many seasons. Cole Palmer, I guess this is the challenge. What a sensational season. 22 goals, 10 assists in the Premier League. Absolutely lit it up. Without his contribution, I think we were dead. Really, I reckon we probably would have been near the relegation area. So now the question is, can he continue this same level of performance and even maybe up it in the upcoming seasons? Look, it's going to be difficult. 22 goals from a attacking midfielder, winger, is going to be very, very difficult. On top of that, 10 assists. So, but I'm keen to see exactly how he performs next season and for the seasons to come. So let's have a look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, official Cole Palmer wins the award as Premier League Young Player of the Year. Chelsea star has scored 22 goals and provided 10 assists in the Premier League this season. Look, more than anything, more than even his talent, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just so impressed by his attitude. I'm just so impressed by his demeanor, the way he carries himself as a youngster. I believe, 21, 22-year-old, something like that. The hunger that he shows at such a young age is sensational, and he's never satisfied. No matter how many goals he scores, he's never satisfied. He wants to score more and more and more, and that's the attitude that I love so much. And you don't hear too many controversies from him outside of football. Every time he's got some quotes, you listen. When he speaks, you listen. And he's a particular player. Looks like he holds very high standards. So it's fantastic to have him at our football club, and hopefully he can stay here for a long time and win a lot of major stuff with us. And hopefully one day he can lead us. Do you know what I mean? No player has been directly involved in more Premier League goals this season than Cole Palmer. 33 games, 22 goals, 10 assists. The first Chelsea player to win the Premier League Young Player of the Season award. The first Chelsea player to win the Premier League Young Player of the Season award. That's incredible. That is sensational. Cole Palmer had a Premier League season for the ages. I said I was going to go through some stats, and some of these stats look amazing. Only player with 20 goals and 10 assists this season. That, ladies and gentlemen, that is a sensational feat. 20 goals and 10 assists, double-double. Do you know what I mean? Most goals in the Chelsea debut season, another excellent feat. Most goals at Stamford Bridge in a season, wow. Second most goals, obviously this season, behind Erling Haaland. Second youngest player ever with 20 goals, 10 assists. Third Chelsea player ever with 20 goals, 10 assists. I think Frank Lampard is one of them, and I believe maybe Eden Hazard is the other one. I know Frank Lampard definitely is one of them. Is Didier Drogba one of them as well? I'm not really sure. Scored 4 goals in a match, 2 hat-tricks. First Chelsea player with multiple hat-tricks. First Chelsea player with double-digit goals and assists in the first season. Premier League Young Player of the Year. And don't forget the plethora of man of the matches. God knows how many man of the matches he's won this season. There's just too many matches where he's been the man of the match. And rightly so. So like he's picked up, and I think recently he just got the Player of the Month award in April as well. So he's absolutely killed it. Cole Palmer on Instagram. Wow, big thank you to everyone who voted me the Premier League Young Player of the Season. Wouldn't be possible without everyone at the club, my friends and my family. I love it. I love it. Stay humble like this, brother. You're going to get a lucrative contract. There is no two ways about that. you're going to be a superstar. This is the rise. This, for me, when people talk about star boy, for me, that always seems so flimsy, right? This, ladies and gentlemen, is proper star boy. This is proper superstar that we're seeing being built right in front of us. So let's hope he stays humble like this, and let's hope that he continues to deliver at the highest level next season and just keeps going better and better every single season. Let me know your thoughts about Cole Palmer becoming Young Player of the Season for this season in the comments below. I think there was no dispute. Like, he was by a mile the best young player of the season, undoubtedly. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Olise is still appreciated by Chelsea. Fabrizio Romano. This is a huge topic that is being circulated around a lot. Obviously, we were after Michael Olise in the summer. Relentlessly, we were after him. At the end, he ended up signing a contract extension with Crystal Palace and stayed. And now he's buzzing under the new manager, Oliver Glasner, under Roy Hodgson. My God, Crystal Palace team was in the mud, and now they are absolutely booming. They're playing some sensational football. Michael Olise is spearheading that along with Eze and Mateta and many other players over there. Michael Olise is sad that he hasn't made it to the French team, along with Malagusta as well. But nonetheless, take a nice rest. A lot of teams are after Michael Olise. Chelsea being one of them, Man United being one of them, and I think Arsenal being the other as well. Look, Arsenal, I don't know whether they need him. They probably need a striker, out-and-out striker. They've got the wings area, nicely sorted. With Man United, you just have to wonder, a player like Michael Olise, now I've got a little bit of swagger about Chelsea, because hopefully we will make it into Europe. Yes, Europa League nonetheless, not Champions League, but it's still somewhat of a respectable competition. And I think now we can have a little bit of swagger. We can have a little bit of, pull in the market in terms of bringing in some quality players. If it was a choice between Man United and Chelsea, honestly, you'd go with Chelsea, because I believe Man United, they've got a open heart surgery that needs to happen over there. And next season, it's going to be very topsy-turvy over there. It's not going to be pretty, much like what happened to us. We went through an open heart surgery last summer. We had a topsy-turvy season this season, but at least our structure, it's not so much of a mess like in Man United. There's so much mess, not just from a structural point of view, players, attitude, ego. There's a lot of things that's a mess over there, which is going to take a bit of time. So if it was between Man United and Chelsea, if you're looking to move, I think Olise should be picking Chelsea, one London club as well. So he doesn't need to move so much from Crystal Palace to Chelsea. The only factor is, I suppose, Man United could probably potentially give more money in terms of wages to Michael Olise. But I feel like Man United's so damaged at the moment, they're going to take a bit of time to come back to that top level. Whereas I feel like now, hopefully, we can kick on and make it into the Champions League position. And for me, look, this is the debate. Is Michael Olise necessary? This is what people are talking about now. For me, if there is an opportunity to get someone like Michael Olise, you get him, man. I know we've got loaded with young, talented players on that right side, but Michael Olise can play as a number 10 as well. I'm pretty sure Michael Olise can play on the left side too, if I'm being absolutely honest. I've seen him play there. I know he's not the most dangerous on that side, but I think he's quite fluid anywhere in the front three. Look, we've got Madueke, no problems. He can be a rotational player. Omari Hutchinson, we can send him out on a loan one more season to Ipswich to get more, get Premier League experience, and that's going to be great for him. Angela Gabriel probably needs another loan season, potentially Strasbourg, or maybe a championship level of loan. Who knows? Maybe if we can get a Premier League loan, but he needs to go out on a loan. Esteval Willian, looks like we're going to get him. Kendry Paez, these brothers are not ready for next season. They're not coming in next season. They're coming in the season after. And I don't think these players are just going to waltz into the Premier League and just take it by storm. When there is a player like Olise available, you just don't say no to that. You really don't. You don't give me, somewhat of a reasoning that, hey, we've got Madueke, we've got Angela Gabriel, we've got Omari Hutchinson, we've got Kendry Paez. You just don't do that. This is a superstar as well. Michael Olise, you've seen how he plays. This guy is a proper baller. When there's an opportunity, you try and get him, and you move other players around, and you see how things pan out. Sterling potentially might stay next season, but won't be for the season after. We'll see what the future of Mudrik's going to be. We'll see what the future of Madueke is going to be down the track as well. I still think a player like Olise could definitely be used at Chelsea Football Club, and it will elevate us. We need to think about elevation. We need to think about how can we go to the next level. A quality player like Olise takes us to the next level. Okay, now you may say, how's Olise and Cole Palmer going to fit? Yeah, of course they can fit. If Cole Palmer and Madueke can fit, Olise and Cole Palmer can fit as well. Madueke plays outright. Cole Palmer free role in the middle. Similar things can happen with Olise outright and Cole Palmer in the middle, or maybe Cole Palmer outright and Olise free in the middle. You can fit it all. You can fit it all. And that's just extra quality. Look at the way Crystal Palace is moving with Olise and Eze. You need that next season if we are going to be competing for all fronts. We need to win. If we make it to Europa, hopefully we do make it to Europa, we need to win Europa. There's no two ways about that. We need to win, and you need to have quality. So, ladies and gentlemen, for me, if there's an opportunity, I'm getting Michael Olise. This is a baller, absolute baller. I know you're going to say, but what about a striker? Yeah, you get a striker, of course. Get a striker as well. Get Olise, get a striker, and potentially maybe just, get a left back. Or maybe we can wait on the left back. Maybe we can just wait on the left back. I don't know whether we're going to do much with the left back. Chilwell, I'm not really sure whether we're going to sell him. Cucurella is still doing his job. So I'm not really sure if we're going to do much there. Maybe that can wait for a little bit. Goalkeeper, we may wait for a little bit as well. You get yourself a defender, because we're going to lose quite a lot of defenders, right? So you get yourself a defender, get yourself Michael Olise, get yourself a striker, and then you wait. Just slowly build it. We don't need to do everything all at once. I know there are some pressing concerns, maybe in the goalkeeping and left back position, but right now Petrovic is still giving us, enough. Still giving us what we somewhat need, and maybe he can develop as well. We can have a better goalkeeper, of course, but that's just my thought. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about Michael Olise. Do you give up? Do you pass? Do you pass this opportunity? Do you just allow him to go to Manchester United if there is an opportunity for him to go there? Or do you take the opportunity and bring him to Chelsea Football Club and then continue building on this season? Let me know your thoughts. Now, some comments from the press conference, ladies and gentlemen. Mauricio Pochettino, it's really important for us to finish in the way we are doing now, the confidence and the way we are playing in the last few months. It was one of our objectives to finish in Europe next season. So look, big ups to the team, big ups to Mauricio Pochettino to reach that objective. We still have the final hurdle. Hopefully we win against Bournemouth. That'll be 5 wins in a row. And hopefully Spurs loses. And that's confirmed 5th position. And that will take us to Europa League. Right now, we still need to hope that Manchester City win the FA Cup, which is a big, big favourites. I suppose that's going for us. I don't expect Man United to win against Manchester City in the FA Cup, but we still need to rely on someone else to do a bit of a favour for us before we make it into Europa League. So look, big ups to the team, big ups to the team, big ups to the manager. Mauricio Pochettino, I'm not the kind of person to say it's my team, it's the club. So you remember recently after the post the victory against Brighton, he said that I think it was a journalist that said, is this your team? And then he said, it's not my team. This is Chelsea's team. What do you mean by it's my team? I think what he's trying to say, and he's tried to clarify that. And once again, I actually watched the press conference before everyone jumped onto just clipping bits and pieces of the quotes. I watched the entire press conference, and once again, it was a really nice, lovely press conference. When you win, everything is nice. When you win, everything is nice. And what he meant by that is, I'm not the kind of person to say it's my team. So he's just trying to be respectful, I suppose, by saying that it's Chelsea's team. It's not my team. Like, I don't own it. Yes, of course, I manage it. I think he was coming from that perspective as opposed to saying, oh, it's not my team at all. Like, I don't know who these players are. I think it was just being respectful to the club. Mauricio Pochettino says he plans to sit down with Paul Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart in days after Bournemouth game to decide summer transfer strategy and futures of all Chelsea loanees, including Hutchinson, following an impressive spell at Ipswich Town. Look, obviously, Hutchinson will be given an opportunity in the preseason to really showcase how much he's developed from his Ipswich time. As I said, look, if there is an opportunity to get Olise, you get Olise. You send, Hutchinson for one more season on loan to Ipswich. And Hutchinson himself has publicly stated he would love to go back to Ipswich for one more season and play in the Premier League for them. So that needs to be considered as well. But look, if the Olise situation doesn't materialize, yeah, we have to look at Hutchinson, and I'm very impressed by Hutchinson, what he has done for Ipswich, and I'm hoping that he can continue to develop in the upcoming seasons. Mauricio Pochettino, on his quotes being misinterpreted, he even actually admitted that. Maybe I need to blame myself. When I speak with my wife, sometimes she's a little bit lost. Also, for me, I'm so respectful. The most important thing is the club and the badge. I'm not this type of person to say it is my team. What does that mean? I think he's trying to clarify that, the whole it's not my team thing. With time, because football is very emotional, maybe we repeat too much, but it is the context of emotion. How we feel, how we are, is how we translate in what we want to play. So look, I've said it recent times, man, that I think it's more important to actually watch this guy and his demeanor in press conference as opposed to just looking at the quotes. You can misrepresent the quotes. And there's another example of that misrepresentation of the quotes. It's coming up very, very soon. So, yeah, some people have been saying on the comment section, how can this be? He's been in England for so long. He was there with Southampton. He was there with Spurs. Why is English still a barrier? English is still a barrier, man. Look, the guy is not so fluent. You can see it in the press conference. He's not so fluent in English, and it's not like he's able to articulate exactly what he wants to say in English. I'm pretty sure if he was to say it in Spanish, he'd probably be able to articulate that. Not everyone who's resided in England for so long should just automatically be very, very fluent in speaking in English. So we need to think about that as well. Pochettino, even social media is being nice to us. Look, of course, people are going to be nice when the results are going our way. And especially when it's a prolonged period of results. So we get this victory against Bournemouth, that's 5 wins in a row. That's very good. We've not seen 5 wins in a row for a very long time. So it's just the way how the world works. You're going to get, if you have prolonged period of mediocre performances, people are going to be upset. That's just human nature. And if you have prolonged period of success or good results, of course, people are going to be nice. That's why it's very important when you do have the dips are short. You can't have dips that last for months. You can't. People will lose faith. You can have the odd game you lose here and there. If this season was a situation where we won 5 in a row, then we had a draw, then we won another 3 in a row, then we had a loss, then we won another 4 in a row, then we had a loss, people will not be upset. I'm telling you right now, people are not stupid. People are not unreasonable. Most people are not irrational. But when you have months and months of 11th, 10th, 9th, 8th, 11th, 10th, like that position you're hovering around, people are going to be upset, man. It's just, this is not some crazy thing for people to understand. So success drives good vibes everywhere, right? Poch asks if he hopes Spurs lose. Not really. I never wish bad things for the club. We need to do our job. And this is what is getting misrepresented all over social media now. As I said, I watched the press conference. What was he meant to say? And he said it in a very, very nice manner as well. What's he meant to say? Yeah, I hope Spurs lose so that we get the... No, he's got to show some level of professionalism and say, yeah, look, whatever. We need to do our job first. I don't need to wish nothing for others. You do your thing. And I thought that was well handled, to be honest. But no, that particular quote is getting circulated around all over social media, and it's making, once again, it's sort of painting the picture. Oh, this guy doesn't want Spurs to lose. So look, I think it would be very unprofessional of him to publicly come out and say, "I hope they lose." So, look, I thought that was well handled. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about everything we spoke about. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, everyone, take care. See ya. Bye.